Hello. This is MIT OpenCourseWare-centric Wiki World University and Schools news and question and answer on Monday, March 18th, 2024. And could it become Oxford University OpenCourseWare informed too, with another 2,500 or so OpenCourseWare courses from Oxford that might draw from its 800-year history as well, with a very different set of OpenCourseWare courses. So as we wait to see if people will join us in this WUaS news and question and answer, this time just to talk, Mondays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time in the USA and Canada, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. I think it's 7:30 p.m. possibly in India, and it's 2 or 3 or 4 in the afternoon in Europe, Western Europe. I'd like to share the following news items. A monthly business meeting, loosely conducted in the manner of Friends Quakers, happened on Saturday, March 16th, 2024. It's open. It was at noon. And the recording for it is on youtube.com/Scott McLeod World University /videos. It's an hour long and an opportunity also to help grow MIT OpenCourseWare-centric, possibly Oxford University OpenCourseWare-centric, ? Wiki World University and School. Planned in 200 countries as major online WUaS universities for free WUaS degrees, and planned also online for speakers of all 7,164 known living languages as wiki schools. For open teaching and learning, free universal education, wiki teaching, wiki learning in a subject you create or a subject you're interested in. And check out the subjects page at World University and School presently, with its academic subjects and its creative subjects and everything in between. There's some MIT OpenCourseWare courses on the academic subjects and possibly a few MIT OpenCourseWare courses on the creative subjects too. But there are also resources that people have added, wiki added, in this ongoing, growing conversation on these wiki subject pages. So first agenda item today that I'd like to share has to do with question of could the Oxford Quaker meeting help focus and facilitate 2,500 new OpenCourseWare courses from Oxford University? So OpenCourseWare courses like MIT OpenCourseWare courses. And I created a set of tweets in these regards, and this is a brainstorming question. I haven't heard anything about Oxford University planning OpenCourseWare yet, but perhaps World University and School can help focus this as a way to complement MIT OpenCourseWare courses and its remarkable STEAM focus, STEM course resources. The set of tweets reads, how could at World University and School, at WUaS Press, create with the Oxford Twitter feed, Uni of Oxford, and hashtag Oxford Quakers. And there's a webpage for young adult friends who could be the people who focus this. How could World University and School and University of Oxford, Oxford Quakers create another 2,500 OpenCourseWare courses to complement ocw.mit.edu, and add here to the courses wiki subject page. And I became a member of the Religious Society of Friends, Quakers in Edinburgh, Scotland, while studying at the University of Edinburgh in 2004 in these regards. And this retweets something from Oxford students, the Twitter feed for Oxford students, OXUNI students, with the @ beforehand. Uni of Oxford is committed to supporting the welfare of our students. Our common approach to student mental health ensures everyone has the support and tools to look after their well-being. Read more about the support available at an Oxford University website. Uni Mental Health Day is the hashtag. This is great that Oxford is also focusing on students' mental well-being. And in what ways could Oxford Quaker-related students with their community help focus this further? And perhaps with the tremendous project of creating 2,500 Oxford University open courseware courses, brainstorming-wise, such that potentially the students and the faculty who create these courses could become excellent faculty teaching one or two of these courses in their careers ahead, and potentially at World University and School, but also at any other university in the world, potentially, where they might find employment, might get a career. So a second related tweet, and this focuses more on the retweeting of the Oxford University student mental wellness Twitter post. Second set of tweets reads, a great starting place for developing hashtag machine learning, hashtag natural language processing, hashtag chat GPT, hashtag Gemini AI, hashtag WUaS MD psychiatry, and think also large language models. And regarding a blog post of mine from around January 4th or January 3rd of 2024, giant potato lilac star flower, Bomia, and the psychiatry wiki page at World University and School. And the organization that Oxford University has engaged for this University of Oxford students' mental well-being question, called togetherall.com, and also an Oxford University website for this and a Togetherall video. So that's the Twitter post. And the idea here also further is, how could World University and School perhaps, or Togetherall or Oxford University, build out possible machine learning, artificial intelligence, conversational generative AI, possibly psychotherapists, not only in the context of Togetherall, which might be to build community, focused on building community too for Oxford students who might feel disconnected, for example. Check out their video. But also psychiatrists as conversational generative AI, who might be as excellent as some MD psychiatrists, psychoanalytic psychiatrists, who I've been familiar with, who I've known. I'm thinking in terms of, in particular, the Lacanian psychoanalytic psychiatrist George L. Alexander, MD, who's now deceased, who also was affiliated with Quakers in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at the end of his career. He went to Yale as an undergrad and McGill for medical school. And would it be possible to code using resources, natural language resources gained from the Together All project with Oxford University, where students might call in and talk to someone and build out on that as data to create machine learning, conversational generative AI, MD psychiatry, and psychiatrists even. One of the challenges here is that machine learning and conversational generative AI, large language models, may not be conscious yet. And the consciousness of a human MD psychiatrist, psychoanalytic MD, is very important in the relationship with perhaps the analysand or the possible Oxford University student who's seeking conversation to address issues they're facing. And to understand the issues of consciousness itself is something George Alexander, MD, did philosophically. He seemed to understand its intractability. Yet, I think his remarkable knowledge, successes, his genius, if you will, if it could be coded for individuals to support their agency, their free will as Oxford students, as conversational generative AI, would be a remarkable help potentially to students. Could this come out of, for example, Oxford University working with Oxford Quakers, creating open courseware, out of Oxford University working with the Together All website, and people, I think, who are based at the university, who are psychotherapists in part based at the University of Birmingham, and to generate data which could help create excellent MD psychiatry even out of this initial Together All project in collaboration with Oxford University students in collaboration with Oxford University. It's a fascinating set of opportunities and developments in the information age. And now the with artificial intelligence advances that are tremendous. So agenda item 2, how to view Google Street View in the smart meeting room, is an amazing development. And it's a YouTube video that I just found yesterday or the day before. And regarding, for example, multimedia rooms, World University and school multimedia rooms, potentially even as an aging reversal machine. So Google Street View with time slider, if it were connected to our avatar agent electronic health records, which related to us, you and I as humans, and our genes, our genetics, and our at the molecular level and at the cellular level and at the Street View level, could you code for a time slider that is part of Google Street View to even help with aging reversal as a machine? Could this video, how to use Google Street View in a smart meeting room, become hospital rooms for aging reversal machines, as aging reversal machines for aging reversal and extreme longevity, based around the Google Street View with time slider function of Google Street View's artificial intelligence, of its interface with interoperability with Google's TensorFlow AI and similar. So I created a set of tweets regarding this remarkable video, which has Google Street View on 3 sides of a room. And all 3 sides integrate Google Street View So the Google Street View is in the wall panels. And potentially one could use this to explore the whole world. For example, bicycling in all over India on a stationary bike from home, or hiking the Pacific Crest Trail, all 2,650 miles on a Stepmaster machine from home, walking along the Pacific Crest Trail with it on all three sides of oneself. For example, as represented in this video, how to view Google Street View in a smart meeting room. So I created a set of tweets in these regards. Wow, how to view Google Street View in a smart meeting room with the YouTube URL as potentially aging reversal machine and WUaS multimedia room in hospitals, and for WUaS space travel with Google Street View in the ceiling, and for hiking the Pacific Crest Trail, and for bicycling India on bicycle. But where are Google Pegman and Time Slider as avatar agent electronic health record in this video, how to view Google Street View in a smart meeting room? There's more work to do here. Putting in Google Street View in the ceiling and letting it become Google Universe View, so that one could be in this room and perhaps travel through galaxies with the on all 4, 5, 6 sides of a room was Google Universe View, Google Street View, and for scientific research. And the remarkable thing about Google Street View 2 is that we can all wiki add or add our pictures and videos that we've taken. So it would be possible to bicycle through India or hike the Pacific Crest Trail, and having added photos we took from our trips, previous trips in India or previous trips in on the Pacific Crest Trail, to Google Street View and revisit where we had hiked before, in the year we had hiked there, on the day we had hiked there, as well as do research in an emerging future as Google Street View grows ahead, grows into the future, and more people add resources, and Google Street View itself adds photos and artificial intelligence, and it iterates into a realistic virtual Earth for everything in amazing ways. And I think this video is a model of how it might work. But there's potential for a lot more. If you were to use it as, if you were to use this smart meeting room from this video as a way to help co-develop the de-extinct the woolly mammoth project that George Church, the Harvard MIT professor of genetics, is facilitating, is doing, with plans to de-extinct it by the year 2028. Could you have a woolly mammoth walk through the middle of this room in augmented reality, as hologram, and at the cellular level, and street view level, and molecular level, and atomic level, and with its genetics as well, visible, perhaps with you wearing a Google Vision Pro digital mask to see its genetics and its potential for de-extinction as a scientific endeavor. Could you even create scientific papers out of this? So with text in the sidebar of Google Street View in this smart meeting room, with video and images at the molecular, cellular, and street view level of how de-extincting the woolly mammoth develops as a scientific project. So I created a set of tweets in these regards too. Great. How to view Google Street View in a smart meeting room. How to time slide back to the woolly mammoth's epoch as a species and have a mammoth walk through the middle of the room and then zoom into Google Cell View, Google Molecule View to view mammoth genes. And even with a living elephant in the middle of this room too, and with Apple's Vision Pro digital mask. So the idea here, in that the woolly mammoth lived from about 2.6 million years ago as a species to 11,500 years ago, with even a few pockets of remaining mammoths in Alaska and Siberia, what are Alaska and Siberia now, still around 4,000 years ago. And the woolly mammoth is very close to a current pachyderm elephant species. Could you model and recreate and scientifically bioengineer adding woolly mammoth genes, extinct woolly mammoth genes, from what remains there are, and also synthesized, so from bones and also what might be synthesized, say for genes for cold resistance, to a living elephant, such that a living elephant could live in Alaska with these new genes. And as a consequence of, in a sense, becoming a woolly mammoth, having de-extincted the woolly mammoth by adding woolly mammoth genes, say, for cold resistance to a living elephant, such that a living elephant could live through a winter in Alaska. Amazing scientific projects with so much to learn from, and also potentially virtually. So not only how to do this with physical woolly mammoth genetic remains with a living element, a physical living elephant, but also how to do this virtually and for scientific documentation and for scientific representation. So recreate a whole virtual woolly mammoth in this Google Street View in a smart meeting room. Exciting possibilities, and it's something World University and School also would like to explore, potentially in a WUaS multimedia barn for aging reversal genetics and longevity genetics in Canyon, California, 94516, about 8 miles southeast of Berkeley. So in these regards, two further ideas and points, much to build on regarding viewing Google Street View in a smart meeting office or room, how to make a woolly mammoth for research move through the middle of the room, so virtually, or in augmented reality, or in holograms, with perhaps projector lamps and cameras in what could be Christmas tree lights strung along the whole 4 top sides of the ceiling wall connection in a room that would project almost like a light show in a rock concert, the woolly mammoth as virtual reality at the street view, cell view level, and molecular level. And correlating to the woolly mammoth that Harvard and MIT professor of genetics George Church is de-extincting into or with a living elephant, and at the cellular and molecular levels. And further, regarding aging reversal machine, as this Google Street View in a smart meeting room could become, for example, in a hospital room, as a hospital room, how to connect our avatar agent electronic medical records as digital twins, so of you and I, and connect us also as humans to the time slider function of Google Street View with time slider, and at the Street View cellular molecular genetic levels, and so to our genes and genetics, and to make us younger in an emerging hospital WUS multimedia room with a time slider, for example. This is the idea that could inform an aging reversal machine in something like this concept of how to view Google Street View in a smart meeting room. So that's the news and question and answer for today for MIT Open Courseware Centric Wiki World University and School. And just checking to see if people want to join us. Not yet. The minutes from Saturday's March 16th, 2024 monthly business meeting, loosely conducted in the manner of Quakers, are as video minutes posted on the current active YouTube channel for World University and School, youtube.com/@Scott McLeod World University /videos. And check out the related blog posts from Saturday, March 16th, and also from Thursday, March 14th. Until next week, I'm holding up the sticker again for MIT Open Courseware Centric Wiki World University and School and the WUaS Bookstore Academic Press, planned in 7,164 known living languages with machine translation and machine learning as well as 2 active Twitter feeds for World University and School, twitter.com/WORLDUNIVANDSCH, twitter.com/WUAS Press. And I'll post the recording of today's video from March 18th, 2024 to this active WUS YouTube channel and these 2 Twitter feeds and more in the blog posts too. Until next week, till March 25th, I think, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, 7:30 p.m. India time. See you then. Bye for now.